Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Prison Architect Alpha 28 episode 8. In the previous episode we had a bit of a cash flow problem. We had to basically sit around and wait for money to come in, but after we got a couple of grands done and also did a lot of exports, I say a lot of exports, it was at least a couple of grand anyway, from the workshop, which is the whole point in this series. That's what we were trying to attempt on this one, make a lot of money via exports and such in the workshop. We started construction on this. This is our second cell block. The only one we're going to have probably. I mean, the plan was always to have two big cell blocks here, and then over this side, when we expand, we'll have a forestry. But forestry is put on hold for the time being until we get all this done, and I've just realised that there's no way they're going to be able to place them pipes in there. They really are trying. They will get there eventually. But yeah, once we got that, once we got this sorted, then we'll be able to expand. I might put another smaller cell block in one of the expansion areas, but I haven't yet decided. We are receiving some more prisoners in a moment, and so 9 prisoners. I think that will actually take us over capacity, but it hasn't really harmed us before, so we'll leave it for now. What I'm going to do is just put in the cell doors on these cells, and then that will actually, well, make them cells, and then the people that are sitting in the holding cell here will go there. In this episode, we will be just continuing on. As you can see, we've got a lot to do in this area here, and it's something I really want to get on with, and obviously make more money, etc, etc. We should also hopefully get this workshop up maybe at some point. Now, one of the things that I've mentioned before is that I don't want, absolutely do not want, an armory in this place. I don't want it. I just didn't want an armory. I didn't want it to be high risk or anything like that. I'm just going to go to my prisoner tab and turn off the low risk intake there, because we don't want any more prisoners. I'm just see if we've got anyone that I recognise here. Grant Williams, no. Darley, nothing that I can really recognise there. Yeah, I certainly don't want any. I don't want to over-egg it in terms of the population, but I also do want to keep bringing prisoners in just to make sure I've got enough money. I think that's what we'll, yeah. How much have we got? 57 of 37. Oh, sorry, 54 of 37. Cash flow, bit of a problem actually. Don't know what we're going to do about that. I've just put some door servos in just to automate these doors, even though we don't use them. We've locked them open, so we don't really need to bother with them, but, you know, it's always nice to just keep it all uniform there. Right, sorted. What are we going to do? Yeah, armory. Going back to the armory thing. Didn't want an armory. It's just something I didn't want. I wanted it low risk, because I haven't done low risk in quite a while, and I thought it would be a bit of a change doing something that's low risk and all about just, you know, doing a bit of manufacturing and just watching it actually function and such. But not a problem with it, but a lot of the grants, especially one of the further grants for CCTV and stuff like that, requires you to have done the armory bit, which is problematic because, as you can see, or you might not be able to see, yes, there you go, governmental security rating, assign 2 prisoners, two prisoners to armed guard patrol, no, assign 2 dog handlers to dog patrol, and 2 armed guards to armed guard patrol. We have not got that yet. The reason for that is I have, well, a lack of armory. And before I can get some of the follow-on grants, if I have a quick look, let's have a look. MaxSec infrastructure, right? You need to unlock body armor, unlock tasers, CCTV monitors, all of that sort of thing. Thing is, I don't see tasers and body armor on the same level of security as, say, CCTV. You might disagree, but if you take, you know, if you go into the town centre or whatever, there might be CCTV cameras, you know. Taxis have them, you know, whatever, cabs, whatever, where you live, generic transport vehicles, cargo, personal fours, or whatever you see. But a lot, you know, buses have, you know, CCTV cameras all over them. Very rarely the bus drivers actually wear full body armour and carry a taser. Just where I live. I don't know if that's different from where you live. Maybe you live in some war-torn hellhole or something, and maybe that's what they have to do. But yes, it's not really on the same level, so I don't know why it's in the same grant, you know. It's just the way I would prefer it to be split up, but that's just me. So we might not be able to get that grant done. We might not be able to get it done at all, but we will see. Certainly the one we've got now is possible, because all we need to do is have 2 armed guards on patrol. So what I could do, I could build a bit of an armory somewhere, doesn't matter where, just build it a bit outside, over here for all I care. Hire 2 armed guards, put them on patrol, get the grant done, sell them, get rid of them, bye bye bye, gone. That's what we could do if we wanted to. That we don't really need to keep them at all. That's not really what we're aiming for. And I've just realised that they are not plumbed in. Ah, because that hasn't been placed there. And that hasn't been placed there. And that hasn't been placed there. Because of the problem with the walls and such. Always a problem there. I thought you can get into the corner there, though. What I might have to do then is actually go to demolish walls and demolish some walls like that. We'll see what happens. Right. So, yeah, I could do that. I could get that governmental security rating done, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Right, we've actually got one of the grants done, which is why we've got 32,402 generic units of currency. We've got a couple of things to do here. We've got a carpentry apprenticeship program. That's not a bad one there. Inmate nutritional research. That's actually quite good. It serve a single low quantity, low variety meal for 2 days, and then 3 high variety, high quantity meals for 2 days. That's going to really upset my regime, and I'm not a big fan of that. Education reform program is something that we probably end up doing, and is more fitting. Carpentry apprenticeship is definitely something I want to do, but we're nowhere near that yet. So we're going to go for the general education, or the education reform program, which makes us or tasks us with doing the education reform program. 15 prisoners pass the foundation education course and then the general education course. Right, okay, looks like this is still giving me a bit of jip, so we'll put in that there. Looks like most of them have been done, then we need to just re-wall this facility. There we go. And we'll see what happens here. Still, the body is bleeding in there. I've checked on the forum. It's a known bug. There's been a couple of people who said what you can do is get rid of deliveries and then reassign it, and then it should work. So that's what I'm going to try in just a moment. Looks like all of them are plumbed in now, which is good. What I'm going to do is just pause it for a second, go to drains, put in the drains here, and there we go. Then go to our rooms, and then to the sponge, if I can find the sponge, the shower, there we go. And is that a sponge? It's not a sponge, it'll be soap, surely. It'll be soap. I don't know, I can't really tell. Is that like soap? I think that's like a bar of soap, isn't it? That's what it'll be. Okay, we'll just put our shower heads in. Okay, all the way along to about there. And then, do we have a bench in the other side? We do have some benches in, so we'll put some benches back in. There we go. Right, okay, excellent. There's a shower on the other side. Fantastic. So, let's try our... I won't try my delivery thing yet, because obviously all of this stuff will sort of glitch out a bit. So, I will not bother with that. As you can see, there's a delivery driver picking stuff up. Where's he going? He's just jumped all over the hearse. He's actually waiting around. There's a guy still outside. Paul Shaw. What? Escort prisoner to holding cell. Still not bothered with about it, is he? That's a strange one. That is a strange one. I've noticed that a lot of the workmen actually go up and around this way. This is the most efficient route. They go down here, or they go along here, through there because that's a standard door, anyone can use it. Through that door because anyone can use it. Through that door because they've got a staff key. Through that door because it's a staff key. That there is a large jail door which they don't have a key for. However, because it's connected to a door servo, it will be automatically opened immediately. So that there, that is actually the most efficient route. But the game doesn't recognise that. It recognises that as the most efficient route all the way around. I'm sure the routing will be changed at some point. But anyway, right, looks like that cell is sorted. We've got that planned off, so they'll finish that in a moment. We have 53 prisoners, and we can hold, I guess, 56, because them two are not classed as proper cells. So that's 56 prisoners. That's all right. That's not a bad amount at all. That's quite good, in fact. Right. So, what do we need to do? Well, we do need to do another shakedown. We've got a tool cleanup, and we can get on with that quite easily. What I want to do is go to our deployment here, and then go to dog patrols. And as you can see, we've got a dog patrol going right round the back here, all the way along to there. Now, that should do us quite nicely. We'll sign a dog there. And one of the problems, though, is that the yard, they actually have ordered them to go through where the weights benches are, but they should be able to go over it. Now, why? Why, oh, why, oh, why? Oh, the dogs are sleeping. That's why. We've got K9 units sleeping. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to staff here. We've only got 10 guards, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll hire 6 more guards and we'll hire 1 more dog handler just because it's always good to have a spare. And I think I've actually got 3 dog handlers assigned anyway. Right. Looks like the workmen are busy putting the rest of this stuff in. Looks like they've got the drains done on one side but not on the other, which is going to cause a bit of botherance. But we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Looks like the rest of these cells have been sorted. So there's our capacity of 56. Not too bad at all. Not receiving any more prisoners because that would just not work out. We've got a couple of prisoners in solitary confinement here, and that guy's doing a little jig. Ben Lord Fisty. Okay, fair enough. We cannot bring him into our his grading. It's actually quite good. Punishment's been handed out quite... I was going to say liberally, but it's not. We're just handing it out for anything these days. But that's fine. I guess we were telling them, no, you're not allowed drugs in here. No. You're not allowed that. We actually don't... We don't... bit of a double negative, this. We don't not allow luxuries, but we also do say that you're not allowed them. It's a bit of a weird one. I should really explain. What do I mean by that? Well, we are not punishing them for having luxuries. We don't shove them in solitary, I believe. Oh yes, actually, you know what? Well, we don't know. We don't punish them for having luxuries, so mobile phones, cigarettes. I think are classed as drugs in this, but I don't know whether they should. I don't know. They could. You probably say that you could probably argue either way that they should be drugs or luxuries. But anyway, if we found like mobile phones, for example, we don't punish them, but we do take them off them and then search the rest of their cells. So that's something we do. Looks like that body's gone, and I didn't even reassign that thing, which is good. I don't know why it's gone. I'm not even going to argue. Is it in the morgue? Is that what it is? Nope, definitely not in the morgue. It's definitely gone. Okay, fine. That's fine. As I said, I checked around in the forum, and there's a couple of the people that mentioned in the comments about how to fix that. But looks like it's already been sorted. Right, let's just go to our logistics, and it is logistics. Prison labour. What I want to do is assign a couple more people to laundry. Now, we might as well. We've got so many prisoners that we can assign to this thing that we might as well just max it out. Our cleaning cupboard is a bit smaller, which is always a little bit of an annoyance, but whatever. I just want to go to deployment for a second, make sure, yeah, them officers are definitely set to staff only. This is all staff only. Why is that? That's an interesting one. That light, you can see it's flashing there. That light's actually saying it's not got power. The light's in the generation room, man! How has that not got power? I think there's a term for this. I mean, you can't see me pointing, but a light in the power station that's not powered on. A bullshit! Right, okay, let's move on. What do we need to do? Well, we've got this area pretty much sorted. But what I'll do, I will go to materials and... Actually, no, let's just do over here. Foundation, concrete building, and clicky, draggy, all the way to there. It's going to demolish that wall, I'm aware. But I just don't care. I'll redo the wall. We need a large jail door in this thing about... There we go, about there, and then I can go to my materials and put the concrete in, like so. Right. I think what we need to do now is go here. This is where we've got some solitary areas, so we'll put some solitary doors in there. 36 grand we've got, nearly 37 grand actually. So more than enough for me to get on with this. We'll just go to rooms and then to solitary, clicky, draggy, put the solitary in there. And then we will finally go to our security and put in the security around there as well. I think we've got jail doors. Yes, we have. Jail doors go all the way around this area here. So put them in like so. And then I want to put in the security desk. So it is an office desk in that corner there, followed by a... Sounds like a lot of lights have been put in from that foundation. And we'll put in a informant chair and then a filing cabinet to hide him. There we go. And obviously if he does, for example, get a bruise on his face, then you can just say, oh, well, what all that happened is that he fell into the filing cabinet. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And that's a large window. So I'm going to dump that because I'm a moron. Oh, good grief. Yeah, that's an interesting one. That's a mistake, that. I don't think anyone noticed. Just play it cool, play it cool. Right, just style it out. We'll be fine. Oh, hang on. Whoa! Okay, that is an OD. I finally saw it. So he's a snitch. He's a snitch and an ex-law enforcement. He's OD'd. So quickly get the doctor and head him over there. So, doctor, charge over. That wasn't meant to rhyme, but it did. See if we can get in there. Oh, he's ODing. Actually, no. Whoa. He's getting taken to the infirmary. Okay. That's actually against what I said the other day. I said the other day, the last episode. There we go. We've managed to fix him while sticking with a needle. That's an interesting one because originally you had to get the doctor to come there and stick them with a needle. And that's what a lot of people said in the comments. But then the same number of comments was there. It's the paradigm. It's just how the comment section works. Whatever someone says, the same amount of people contradicting. And then same amount of people calling their mothers for something or other. Yeah, what happened is that a lot of people said that that you need to take them to the infirmary. And that was always my I didn't know about that. I thought that what you had to do is take the doctor to the patient. Not the other way around, which, the other way around makes more sense. You take the patient to the doctor and all that in the infirmary. But a lot of people saying that the problem we had, the reason why that prisoner in here died, is because there wasn't enough guards to take him. Maybe that was the case. I don't know. Maybe that was the case. Who knows? Who knows? Alpha game is alpha. I can just blame it on that. Yeah. Right. Okay. Workshop. We're going to put another workshop in. Before I do anything else, however, I want to go to my objects and then to metal detector. Metal detector's in there. And then I'm going to spend a lot of money on metal detectors around here. A lot of money on metal detectors. Because I think it is very, very, very necessary. Because otherwise, we're going to have a lot of problems with contraband. In fact, we probably have a lot of problems with contraband already. I just don't know about it. Let's put some more capacitors in because it will be needed for this area here. But we'll get on with that. Almost 12 o'clock. As soon as it hits that and everything closes down, I will, of course, do a full shakedown because we do have a grant on the left-hand side there saying tool cleanup. So I will be cleaning up some tools. Naturally. One thing about utilities as well, we need to go to door servo and we'll go clicky. There we go, there's the door servo all put in. Right, so it is now 12. I'm waiting for all the prisoners to go back and it looks like they're doing that. Shakedown! 248 places to search. There's some booze found already. I'm obviously looking for tunnels and drills and there I've found both. So, there we go. Adam Hackett has been found tunnelling. He didn't really get that far, did he? And it looks like it's been a solo operation. Interesting. So let's just go to remove tunnels and we'll just remove that, obviously. What was that? Oh my good grief! Look at the tunnels! We're finding loads of them. There's another set of tunnels. Mr. Parkin and Mr. Hancock have been doing a bit of the old tunnelling. Wow. That's something that I am glad I did. Let me just quickly, let's close that and open that for them. Wow. That's really dodgy, that. Yeah, I'm glad I've done this shakedown, so we're going to keep shaking down until all of the tunnels fall out of their pockets. And see what we get here. Let me just go to our utilities and then connect. I just need to connect up. Oh, was that another tunnel? I clicked up that door servo there. Okay, sorted. Yeah. Oh, another tunnel there? Was that another tunnel, that one there? No, parking. That was always there. Interesting. Move that tunnel there. Almost finished searching the place now. I've ordered removal of tunnels. Got mobile phones. Remove stolen tools. We're still doing that. And supply of weapons. We need to keep going. So far... Oh, there's part of it done. Supply of stolen tools is gone, so we just need weapons now. So far, 1 unit of shank, 5 cutting devices, 3 spot forking devices, 2 spoonings, 1 needle, 2 medication, 6 booze, 4 units of cigs. We got a couple of saws, 5 mobile phones or cell phones, calling this, lighters, 2 of, 1 screwdriver. I don't know whether it's a standard screwdriver or a, sort of a positive screwdriver. It's 2 drugs, a hammer, 3 drills, and a wooden pickaxe. But we got the grant done, which is all good, but I'm going to finish searching this place, and ooh, there goes the whistle, and we've done a full shakedown. Interesting, that one, because we had a fair amount of... Let me force that open there for them. Hackett's been released, actually. Hang on, that's it. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Let's just analyse that for a while. Mr. Hackett, right? Escape attempt. He was tunnelling. Why would Mr. Hackett, who's only in here for vandalism with a bit of forgery on the top, who's been in, he only has to be in it for 2 years, which I think is, well, that could be 2 in-game days for all I know, or however many days it is. Day 18 we're on at the moment. Why would Mr. Hackett start a tunnel a couple of days or weeks or even a couple of months before he knew he was going to be released? That is something that needs to be rectified. There needs to be some sort of intelligence system there. Some sort of... Oh, that guy's a snitch next law enforcement. Yeah, that's the guy that OD'd. Why is he in there, though? We found another tunnel? Oh. Oh, that's interesting. 3... Oh, they've smelt 3 bits down there. Right, hang on then. That's an interesting one. I think we've missed a tunnel out here. Anyway, I just want to check, why this guy is in here. Why is he in solitary? Found with drugs, because he OD'd, I guess. Right, there's an interesting one. I'm going to search that cell. And search that cell. And I want to search that cell. Because the dog smelt 4 things along there. There has to be something here. There has to be something along here. I say there has to be. Come on, keep searching. Apparently there's nothing along there. That's an interesting one. The dog definitely smelt 4 things along here. It didn't go. It only went to about here, so I'm gonna wait for the dog's next pass, see what he finds, because that is an interesting one. Anyway, let's go to our reports and we'll jump on our grants here. We've got a couple of grants we can get now. Some of them, that one's obviously locked there because I don't think we'll ever do that. Even if we get it, we'll never complete it because I'm not going to unlock tasers, not going to do body armor, something I definitely don't want. Although, I mentioned that in the last episode and a couple of people said that what we could do is... Is that another tunnel? Not over there, there ain't one. What we could do, if we really wanted to, is get this, unlock everything, or get this grant here, this governmental security rating, by putting an armory across the road, right? Put an armory across the road, getting the couple of guards that we need, the armed guards, get that grant done, sell the armory, okay? Or keep the armory, rather, only until we've unlocked everything in there, so tasers, body armor, etc. But don't have it accessible. Have it as just a room in the corner where nobody can get in, because once I actually unlock everything, every single guard in this facility will charge straight off to get their standard issue body armor and taser. However, we don't want them to have it, because that's something I said at the start of the series. I don't want that sort of thing in here. Doesn't mean we can't get the grant done. Is this how wardens actually do? Well, technically we got the grant done. We don't use that. We spent the money on a big ice statue of a swan, but fine, you know, we've got the grant. Maybe that's what they do, maybe not, I don't know. Excuse me, man cold. Cell block C, raise our capacity to 100. We'll never get there. Carpentry apprenticeship program. It's a long-term goal. We'll put it in the queue. We'll see what happens. Right. So, 53,046 generic units of currency. Not a bad amount. Not a bad amount indeed. I'm just going to go to my materials and then to our concrete tiles. I just want to put some concrete tiles in here. Make sure they're all sorted. Yes, they are. And then I want to get... They're still smelling it along there. There's no way that's a fluke. I was going to get on with this workshop here. In fact, I'll do it while they're searching that cell. We found a needle in there. That's an interesting one. Let's have a quick look. Let's get our workshop put in. This is going to be a workshop. There we go. I actually want to go to deployment, I think, as well, because that is now staff only. There we go. Right. I'm sure there's a cell back. There's something back here. There's a cell. I'm sure there's a tunnel leading out one of these cells. Let's follow this dog. K9 unit. See what he finds. Today's beverage is fresh orange. Has to be something around here. There has to be. All evidence suggests that there's something there. I've done a bloody full search on this row. I don't want to search the cell block. I've ordered that 5 times now. Let's just search all of the cells along here again. I'm trying to think. It can't be a fluke that the dogs smelt a couple of things there. Unless there's like a T-Rex bone. There we go, there's a tunnel. Unless there's like a T-Rex there. Like a big bone or something and the dog's after it. But where else could it come from? It couldn't come from over here because it would intersect with some of the other ones that we found. We'll have to keep an eye on that. In fact, that might be an idea. It might be an idea to start putting something better than just a fence all the way around. We don't have any perimeter wall, do we? I didn't really want to put a perimeter wall in either. But that might be something we have to do. Because there's a lot of tunneling at the moment, isn't there? I'll get on that in the morning. Right, let's just put some tables in first. Tables over this side here, all the way up to the top. Like, is it like that? Damn it. No. Cancel. It's the other way around like that. Because we have some bins, don't we? Yeah, that's right. Like that, I believe. Yes, that's correct. And then we have workshop saws and presses. So I'm going to go for the 50-50 mix, I think, again. Because it does seem to function alright. And then if I need to dismantle bits on the other side, then I can. Now, how far does it go? I think I've ordered too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, that's exactly the right amount. Fantastic. Workshop press. All the way in. There we go. And then the carpentry table is like that. There we go. And there's that workshop complete. That's a lot of money spent there. We had 30 odd grand, maybe even 40, close to 40 before we started that workshop. So that's an interesting one. What's also interesting is that I'm probably going to blow the capacitor or the power station here. So we'll put some more capacitors in. There we go. And then we need to just connect these up. Actually, what we'll do, we'll do it a bit cleverly. We'll not put in these connections to there, because then that definitely will blow the thing up. If I wait, I'll be able to see what happens, won't I? Right. Speaking of waiting, I think I will leave it there. Most of the buildings, in fact, all of the buildings are in. What we need to do now is finish the common room, because it's unfinished, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't have mentioned it. Need to put tiles in the showers, cells, and then think about expanding to the left for a lot of forestry. A hell of a lot of forestry, in fact. Right. That's going to be a big one. So, we'll get on with that next episode. As always, comments in the comments, that change how these series go. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.